Today is window tinting day for my brand new 2026 Tesla Model Y Juniper, so I figured I'd do a little before and after video, as well as giving you some details along the way if you are planning on tinting your Tesla Model Y or Tesla of any kind. Let's get into it. All right, so this is obviously before I head to the window tint shop. By the way, I use AutoSkinz in Santa Clarita, California. It's in northern LA County. I've used them for all my cars. They are amazing. They really take care of you. So if you're in the Santa Clarita area, definitely check out AutoSkinz. But anyway, let's take a look at the before view of what this car looks like stock. Obviously, you can see the window tint on the front two are pretty clear. And then everything behind the driver is dark. Now, I believe from what I've seen and what I've tinted my past cars with is I'm going to probably go with a 20% on those front two windows to basically match what we see from behind. Past cars, I have actually tinted all the windows. In fact, my Model 3, I actually did the roof as well, but it really didn't help much. I still use the window shade. I'll show you that in a second. But on my Model Y Performance, I actually tinted the front two 20%, and then everything behind the driver I did for heat reduction. I did, I think, want to say 50%. So it was like tint on top of that privacy glass. By the way, this is not really tint. It's more like privacy glass. It helps with glare. It helps with privacy, obviously. And I think it does have some UV protection as well. But more tint on top of that privacy glass, which is actually built in or dyed into the window, would be helpful as well. But for now, I'm just going to get the front two done and see how it goes this summer. This is my first summer with this car. I know Tesla keeps upgrading their window tint along the way, so I want to see how this does in the summer. I know the front two windows are pretty bad. Like, I would be sitting waiting for my son at school, and the sun is beaming right through those front two windows, and I could notice a huge difference not having tint compared to my other two Teslas that do have tint right there in the front. So this is the before shot. You can see it's pretty much clear. I believe windows are tinted at 70% stock, just to give some of that UV protection and stuff like that. But you can tell the higher the number, the more clear the window is. So for instance, I've got 5% on my Tesla Model 3, and it's basically limo tint, especially in the back. So there you go. That's my before shot. Before we head to the tint shop, and we'll take it from there. I'm going to ask a bunch of questions over there. Maybe they'll go on camera. I don't know. But I'm going to get as much information as I can and relay it to you after we get it tinted, and I'll show you the results. We interrupt this Tesla tinting window bonanza video to remind you, don't forget to hit the like button on this video, as well as subscribe to the channel for more Tesla Model Y Juniper content. Thanks so much for watching, and do all that stuff. All right, now back to tinting. Okay, I've arrived at AutoSkinz, my local tint shop. They are amazing, but I did want to remind you of one thing. Always bring your key card. It just makes life easier. That way they don't have to go back and forth with you allowing them to drive the car and all that stuff. So here's my Model Y Juniper. It's going to have tinted windows the next time I see it. So that's what we're looking at on the rear of the car, back window, 20.6%. All right, so this is the after shot of the two front windows. We're looking at, what is that, 16.2? And then 98.9. Very cool. You definitely see the difference too. It's amazing. All right, back at AutoSkinz, the car is absolutely complete. I'm going to do the reveal here in a second, but just wanted to let you know we did the 20% on the front windows only, and the guys at AutoSkinz took care of me. You saw the before and after meter rate readings on the thing, and it took about 2 hours and about $200. So not too bad in terms of getting all that protection. With summer coming up, it's going to be hot, all that kind of stuff. Let's take a look at the after shot and see how this looks. All right, walking up to the car, we are in good sunlight, so you're definitely going to see how this looks and compares. Again, 20% to kind of match what the rears or the stock OEM windows look like, and I'd have to say it looks pretty good. My son is in there, and you could barely see that he is in there. Definitely going to get some heat rejection, some IR and VU, and, well, wait, that's audio. It looks really good, definitely. So if you are in the LA area and you're looking for, you know, tint or wraps or PPF or any of that kind of stuff, check out the guys at AutoSkinz. And I'm going to leave you with one final thing. It's around the corner, and I'm going to show you that next. All right, so there you go. Tesla Model Y Juniper, freshly tinted, and it's all thanks to these guys. Check out this Cybertruck, the SunSkinz, AutoSkinz Cybertruck, residential and commercial window tinting. Very cool. Just wanted to take you a real quick tour around this Cybertruck that he's got for his business. Oh, he's got this wrapped as well. Very cool. That's probably his wife's car. And very, very cool Cybertruck. Very, very cool wrap. By the way, I didn't get any discounts or anything like that from AutoSkinz. They just are very cool people, and I wanted to show off their business. And hopefully we'll get to do more stuff with them in the future. What a cool way to promote your business. Hey, so I did want to show you the roof sunshade that I have installed. I have it installed on my other two Teslas as well, my Model 3 and my Model Y, and the company that I got it from is Jowua, and in my opinion, it really does cut down on the heat. It does a very, very good job in trapping the heat, like in that inch between the sunshade itself and the glass roof. So I will say that on my Model 3, I actually did get the roof tinted on that one, and I still put the roof sunshade on there because, let's be honest, guys, sun versus glass, I think the sun's going to win every time. So it still needs that sunshade, even if you do tint the top. Now, I'm hearing that the Tesla Model Y Juniper, this car that you're looking at right now, actually does have a better tinted roof, but I've noticed even here in late spring, almost summer, that it's still pretty hot. So you can see the tint that I did on the front there. One last look at that. So let's get inside. Let me show you this sunshade. And if you're interested in it, we're going to have links down in the description. I get a small percentage of those links. It's not a big deal, but if you want to use those links, we're going to have one straight to Jowua, and another one, I think they do offer it on Amazon as well. But I really do like the sunshade, so let's take a look. All right, inside the Tesla Model Y Juniper now, we're going to take a look at the roof sunshade from Jowua. They do have two different colors. They have this black, which I really like, and they also have one that is matching this headliner color as well, so you have two choices. And then on the other side of the sunshade itself is like a silver reflective material to presumably keep the heat out. There is about an inch between the glass and the sunshade itself, so it kind of traps all that heat between the two things. And just taking a look, it's held on by clips all the way around. And the beauty of this is it takes about 30 seconds to take off, if that, and then another 30 seconds to pop back into place. I just leave the clips in place. So if you have a day where you know that it's going to be, you know, a nice cool day and you want to enjoy the glass roof that you paid for, these easily pop off and you throw them in your garage and go about your day. So then when it gets hot again, you just pop them back into place. They also fit in the trunk if you want, if you're out and about. The other nice thing about this is a custom made for the Tesla Model Y Juniper. And back here, they definitely fit the contour with those corners and edges and stuff. It's a pretty nice fit. So if you're interested in these, I've got two links down in the description, one for Amazon, one for Jowua Direct. If you go with Jowua, make sure that you go over their dollar amount for free shipping. It does change. I believe it's $120 now, but I could easily spend $120 in their store. But that's why it's nice to have the Amazon link as well. So there you go, the sunshade from Jowua. I have them on both my other Teslas, so 3 Teslas with Jowua sunshades. And I personally think it definitely keeps things nice and cool inside the car. So check those out if you're interested in something like that. All right, there you have it. If you want to match the OEM tinted window privacy glass that comes stock on a 2026 Tesla Model Y Juniper, then 20% is the film that you are looking to get to make that somewhat match. Now, I realize those of you paying attention, and some of you were, I'm sure, it's about a 4% difference. The fronts are about 4% darker when he put the gauge on both the back windows and the front windows. I get that, but that's the closest you're going to get, because the next step darker is, of course, 5%. That's limo tint. That's too dark. That would look ridiculous if you don't do the rest of the car. The next step lighter is, of course, 35%. And for me, that doesn't offer the privacy that I was looking for Obviously, it would still have the same heat reduction properties, but I was looking for more privacy. And if you saw earlier in the video, my son was sitting in the car. You could barely tell he was in there. So for the matching aspect of getting it absolutely close as possible, 20% is what you're looking for. If you want to go lighter, that's up to you, of course. That's a preference thing. You can go to 50%. That's practically clear. We'll still offer a lot of benefits for heat reduction, but that's probably the way to go if you want to stay more legal. This, in California, not legal. I realize that. Hey, if you like this video, it would truly mean the world to me, and it just takes seconds out of your day. Hit the like button on this thing, and if you haven't done so already, I know lots of you already have, because you want to see more Tesla Model Y Juniper content, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Go ahead and do that, and thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.